Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed, a brand new day filled with all the things that days are filled with. Thumbs up for that. Real quick, the Shelton, Washington Weather, Plague, Rat, and Spider Report. Weather report, I've got a story about my walkies yesterday about that, but right now, even though it's been raining all night, and it's been windy all night, it's calm and not raining right now. Thumbs up, maybe? Plague Rat report, because I went walkies out first when it was later, and then, well, the story. I did not see many people at all. The people inside the store that I went to, Safeway, I just went in out fast as I could, tried to just not be around people. So, we shall see. More on that as well. And then, of course, for the spider report, there are no gangly leg spiders anymore. The one gangly leg spider that was down there, gone. I have seen none others anywhere. But the garden spider in the corner is still there. Definitely a good thing. Thumbs up for that. Now for the rain story, and then hopefully I can remember the other story. But the rain story, it was raining all day yesterday, and then I went walkies, and it wasn't raining. So I just kept my travel umbrella in my pocket, went into Safeway, came out, it was sprinkling, and within half a block, it was a downpour. So thank goodness I didn't need to buy any sodas, so it was just really light stuff to carry. Oh, thank goodness for that. Also, on the Plague Rat report stuff, this caller's driving me nuts today. There is news, of course, that has just come out that one of the big things that was happening, even as they knew how dangerous the Covfefe bug was, the Trump administration's plan was to just herd immunity, which you can't get unless you've got people that are immune to it, and you can't get immune to something when your antibodies leave after 30 days. But the plan was to just get everybody in the United States infected. Everyone. One of the reasons that they've been super spreading at events and telling people not to wear masks is so that everyone had it. Sure, 3 million of us would die, but the rest of us are immune, except that you can't get immune. Your antibodies go away. So, at 300,000 plus dead and a 9/11 every single day, thumbs up for that. But that's not what I really want to talk about, because that's depressing and awful. To go on to non-depressing and awful stuff, here's the thing. It's about translation, because I was starting to get stuff together on a song mutilation. And I remembered this thing I wanted to talk about translation, the spirit of translating, and the letter of translating. Because the best translators, don't do the strict letter, they use the spirit. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because the song I'm currently doing, just as a quick thing, I ran one line through there a couple times just to show it was. So, the first line, till the sweat, that's from the real song, so that you'll know which one it is. But then the translated line is, until he threw my ball. To the sweat, until he threw my ball. Okay, so that one's coming up. But the translation story, this caller, I don't know what I'm going to have to do with this today. It's going to drive me nuts. I used to know German pretty good. I studied it for 4 years in high school. I went to Germany in the Air Force. I spoke to the German nationals. I was reading German comic books. I used to read Asterisk and Obelix a lot, so if you've ever heard of them, it's a good thing. But I would get them in German and read them and understand the jokes, because I understood German enough. But translating is not just a simple matter of move, this word to this word, this word to this word. And then it's not just trying to make it fit into the rhythm of the language you're translating to. You really have to know the spirit of what's going on. And that was rubbed in when I was watching a short video of these Japanese comedians. And the translation was beautiful. And the reason I say that is because one of the guys, it was a two-person comedy duo, was being an obsequious yes man and was just going, hi, hi, which, you know, hi, yes, effectively. But it was just the same thing. Every time it was hi, 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 hi. And yeah, you could strictly just go, yes, yes, yes. Oh, but he was a yes man. And so it was, oh, yes, certainly. But of course. And each time he was going, hi, hi. It was, but of course. Oh, yes, certainly. That is what makes a good translator. Knowing when you've got to do that sort of thing. Sure, the person could have just done the job and gone, yes, yes, yes. And made a paycheck. But going that extra step is really, really good. And I just thought I'd mention that. Definitely a thumbs up. Past that, I really don't have a whole lot on my list. I didn't do a ton yesterday. I had a bunch of various types of issues. I've been still dealing with my depression trough. It's not huge, but it is here. And occasionally I fall into the extra little pits as I'm making my way through this trough. So, haven't been able to think about much, haven't done much. I played some games. I mean, and that's a good thing. Oh, excuse me. One thing I am having to deal with, my mouse is finally disintegrating. I mean, it's a Walmart mouse. And like a year ago, a screw, I can't say a whole bunch, but a screw and a bolt fell out of it. Oh joy, but it's been working now. The left click part isn't left clicking as well. And that's not good, so I'm gonna have to replace that at some point. Hopefully it'll last until payday, because that's all I got. Thumbs up for that. And then, of course, just rambling on about nothing and everything. Oh boy, I must have arthritis on top of everything else in my hands, because when I'm just playing like the game, I really enjoy certain types of games. Like right now, I'm still playing a lot of Creeper World. There's Creeper World 1, Creeper World 2, Creeper World 3, Creeper World 4 just came out, and the Creeper is a science fiction fluid dynamics thing in the far, far future, like billions of years in the future. And human beings face this thing periodically. And so in the fourth game, you're facing it again. But it's a three-dimensional thing. So instead of a top-down, you can't really tell. It's a isometric view. And when the creeper starts building up, oh boy, it's real three-dimensional fluid dynamics. So it's pretty cool that way. But I've been playing a lot of that, and well, you have to hold your mouse and it's just click, 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 click. A lot of little clicks and drags, and when I let go of my mouse after that, my fingers are kind of stuck like that. And when I finally go, it sounds like I've got a handful of sticks and have just crushed them. It just literally just goes, and it hurts. It hurts less the more I do it because they're moving again. Oh, my bloody cat. She scratched and scratched and scratched to get out. I don't know if you can hear it, but now, of course, she's scratching it back in. She's been driving me nuts doing this. She's not staying in one place now. She's running back and forth. And so it's, I need to go out. And then 2 minutes later, no, I need back in. And then 2 minutes later, yeah, I need to get back out again. She hasn't always done that. She's doing a lot of stuff like that now, and it's driving me crazy. Joy. Now if I can remember what I was talking about. Oh, yes. Now, normally, it doesn't feel like I have arthritis, because arthritis is when the cartilage wears down and you've got raw bone rubbing against each other. When my fingers stick and I go crickety crackety crunch, then they start moving. And while it hurts less. When this finger sticks, it hurts because it literally sticks. But then I just pop it and it doesn't stick anymore. It hurts because I had to pop it and really fight to get it to pop, but it's not sticking. Is that arthritis? You can't make arthritis stop because it's bone rubbing on bone, and if you pop your knuckle, bone is still rubbing on bone, so I guess it's not arthritis, but I don't know what it is. Aside from just fibromyalgia and such. It does suck to have various types of nerve damage. I was listening to this one thing about a person who actually was one of the latest chubby emus as well. So I'll talk about that one real quick because please be careful. I learned stuff while watching this latest one. Megadosing on vitamin C is dangerous because the vitamin C will crystallize in your system, and then those crystals will damage your kidneys. But eating zinc, a lot of zinc especially, is really, really bad because you have proteins in your body that work to remove various chemicals. And if you eat a lot of zinc, unfortunately for your body, what it does is it ends up binding to copper, this one protein. And you don't need a lot of copper, but you need some. So you eat a lot of zinc and it binds to this one sulfur binding protein that removes copper from your system. So to get rid of all that zinc, it leaches all the copper out of your system, and then your nervous system starts to go bad. This person did terrible, terrible damage to themselves. Please go watch the video. I'm just giving you the real Cliff's Notes. But he ate vitamin C gummies, not just by the handful, by the bottle. And when he couldn't get enough zinc inside of his zinc gummies, he would eat tubes of denture paste that had zinc in it. So that's not good. But yeah, it bound to everything in his system, and it just sucked all of the copper out of him. He couldn't feel anything. His legs barely worked. He had hyperactive reflexes in his upper body. He kept collapsing. He fell and shattered a hip. Oh, be careful. He got in a gastric bypass and heard that you can have certain vitamin deficiencies if you get a gastric bypass, and he'd already been compulsive about eating and such in his previous life, so once he lost the weight to make sure he wouldn't go through a vitamin deficiency, he was eating the handfuls of stuff. Go watch the video. The guy that does Chubby Emu does so much better and is an actual doctor. He can give you the information on this stuff. I was just giving you the Cliff's Notes. Oof, duh. Phew, out of breath again because I've been clenching up my upper body and my chest to keep my voice up on a higher register. Yay. If I do relax, that allows me to breathe more and allows me to speak with my normal speaking voice. So that's also one of the reasons I try to speak. Try to remember 3 weeks to make, change, or break a habit. Well, you pick them up instantly, but to change or break is 3 weeks, so thumbs up on that. I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday. I got 3 zits growing inside of here, and it hurts like the devil, and I hate that. But when you wear a sleep apnea mask... Well, I can't really think about anything much more to say, except that I did get a letter. Like, I get letters like every 6 months now, or postcard every 6 months, but Pandora NYC1 sent me a little season's greetings note. So I need to send her a note or some such, just to show that I'm not a bad person. It would be a very good thing. The problem is with my ADHD, days pass like hours, and weeks pass like days. Something that happens to me at the beginning of the month, a month can go by and it feels like yesterday. 6 months can go by and it feels like a week ago. So yay. And to open up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, so let me call on my Chrome. We have Sean Villar, thumbs up and thank you. Bruce Wayne is hot, son of a gun. We have Adrian Bryan, who lost his great-grandmother, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments. We have Elric Meme, thumbs up. Denial, always good to see you in the comments. Melissa Ramirez, greatly appreciate. Grim Reaper, thank you. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you. Noah Geneva Brown, thumbs up and thank you very much. Is_chaos, I talk with my hands. Favor, thumbs up and thank you. We have Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Cowman Desi, I'm nowhere near close to your name, but thank you very, very much. Insignificant Nick, son of a gun. Lucas Nordman, thumbs up and thank you. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. Minty253, thumbs up. We have Goo, greatly appreciated. Zacharias Lundholm, who actually went through and decoded that length of digits in my Partha No End video. Very impressive. I even went and pinned that comment. Very cool. We have Ice Damon, greatly appreciated, and that's it. 21 comments. Each and every one of you, thank you so much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated to no end. Thank you very, very much. If you could check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe, Patreon.com, not GoFundMe, that died. If you could donate to my Patreon.com, that would be very, very cool. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people. If you'd like to help me out without sending money, well, while sending money, but not through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. I got it right, sort of, after stumbling. I also have an Amazon wish list link if you'd like to help me out without sending money. This one has cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. Whew. Breathe. Breathe. Life is rough. That was where was I? Yeah, if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation for my existence. I have no idea where I am. I'm just trying to pick up where I might have left off. And of course, if you could check out, well, not check out, but tap the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. Thumbs up and thank you. Well, goodness gracious, hopefully I was halfway close there. Halfway. That would be good. I have this video here. I have a video I need to edit, render, and then upload. I've got, as I talked about, a song mutilation I'm working on. I've got all sorts of things I want to do. And of course, not a single one of them is normal. So therefore, it's not really going to get a lot of views, but that's okay. I'm being creative, and that's what's important. The lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. Do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. I already said that part. Yeah, it is ready, not eager but ready to cast its scorn upon any and all whom it finds disappointing. Its mockery is severe. Do not disappoint the lobster hat wearing duck head of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. I don't know why it's controversial, but Black Lives Matter. People should not be murdered in the streets or in their homes just because of the color of their skin. And justice for everybody, the jack-booted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms who keep brutalizing and murdering them in their houses and on the streets. Why is that controversial? Maybe cops shouldn't just kill innocent people because their skin isn't white. Of course, they kill lots of white people too that aren't doing anything. Maybe we should have them stop that. Please wash your hands. Wear a mask, Try not to touch your face. Practice your social distancing. Don't go out unless you have to. Herd immunity only works if you can become immune to something. Even a vaccine is only going to last for so long before the antibodies just fade. Be careful. Be smart. This is not just a cold. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. Be as safe as you can. Practice your self-care. Be as creative as possible. And I will see you.